Comes Jeff.
Jeff jumping in. I'm going to send that recording out. I thought that was a pleasant, um, I thought that was pleasant. I don't know how you
Yep,
guys felt about it.
it was.
And then it occurred to me it might even be better if she could record them beforehand and we just play them so she's not wed to a time. So, anyway, all right, let's get ready to rock and roll. Try to keep it easy today. I know everybody's belly is probably full of goodness. We're going to stay in our seats for a minute. Long, deep breath into the belly. Relax the shoulders. Is the music in the background too loud? I'm gonna say no.
Nope, it's good.
All right. Long, deep breath reaching up through the crown of the head. Left hand on the right knee, opening up the chest. See if you can continue to twist through the belly, flatten the back, flatten the belly to the spine. Again, just kind of opening up the shoulders and making the very last thing you do, looking over the right shoulder. And look, lucky me, it looks like I set my mat up right next to an ant farm. It's gonna be awesome. Love the desert. And release. What are the odds of me going through this entire 30, 40 minutes without getting bitten? Probably zero. Right hand, left knee. Opening up over the left shoulder. Flatten the belly. Still not quite looking over my left shoulder. I'm just sort of letting the back relax. Trying to take in some air, even in this twisted posture, but also trying to get the structure right. Both sitting bones firmly planted. And as they're rooting down, crown of my head is reaching toward the sky. And my last piece is just to look over my left shoulder. It's nice. The sun is now starting to heat up my neck and back of my head. This is pretty awesome. And slowly unwind, release to the front. Roll the shoulders back. Take the chin to the chest. Keeping the shoulders rolled back, rolling back. And maybe just trace your clavicle. Check on the neck. Your organic moves here. Head back to neutral and let's switch the way the legs are seated. All right. And let's try that again. Roll the shoulders back, chin and chest. And check on the neck a little bit. Ear to right shoulder. On deep breath, ear to left shoulder. Relaxing those shoulders and release. Shaking that out. Gently find your way onto hands and knees in whatever way feels comfortable, but try to be smooth about getting there. Move smoothly. Show your body a little respect. Roll the toes under and maybe inhale, exhale a couple of times. And as you're moving through these, try to make one breath, one movement your focus. And maybe at some point come back to neutral and tap the feet on the earth. And walk the left ear around to the left hip. And when you get somewhere that feels comfortable, both knees planted firmly, both right and left hand comfortably, same amount of weight on both palms. Maybe try to move back and through cat-cow posture once again. See what that feels like. Just opening up that side body. One breath, one movement. And walking it back to neutral. And walking it all the way around to the other side. Ear to hip. Both knees planted into the mat, both palms planted. And try once again to move through cat-cow. Not easy. Excellent work. As you walk it back to neutral, turn the toes under, activating our core just a little bit. Kind of arch the back before we do this. So arch the back, pull the mat east and west at the same time that you're arching the back. Open up the shoulder blades with the toes turned under. Press into your palms, lift your knees. Feel all that work. So you're turning your tailbone under, you're stretching the mat east and west. You're actually arching the back, and you're feeling that core waking up, and set it back down. Shake it out. Take a long deep breath and we'll try it again. Placing the hands, gripping the mat with the fingertips, turning the palms a bit, opening the shoulder blades by stretching the mat east and west. Turn the tailbone under, lift the knees off the mat, activate the core. A lot of things happening right there. And release. And for just a little bit of relaxation, spread the knees, slide back into resting baby. So funny, these golfers are sitting over here looking at me like, what is he doing? I'm doing the same thing y'all doing. I'm relaxing. Nice shot, brother. Little crack on that ball. Gently trying to lower my chin to the mat. And start walking the fingertips back in carefully. No quick movements. Turn the toes back under. Let's slowly begin. Maybe to press into the hands and slowly find your way into your first down dog of the morning. At least my first down dog of the morning. Drop those heels as close to the mat as possible. Walk out where you feel comfortable. Middle fingers lined up with middle toes. Long, deep breath. Find stillness. Maybe sink a little lower into those shoulder blades. Breath. Spread the fingertips wide. Inhale up on the toes. Bend the knees, looking toward the navel. Now looking toward the fingertips and walking carefully all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And swan dive up. Maybe clasp the fingers in a prayer position and see if you can open the palms to the sky. Reaching up taller. And exhale. Hands prayer position. So we'll walk through a couple of sun styles. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, swan. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk out the right foot first. Then the left. And as you exhale, we'll go right to the floor. Tops of the feet, elbows next to chest. Sphinx pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower the chin. Place the hands next to the chest. Turn the toes under. Let's come through knees first. Knees. And down dog. Number 2. Again, checking into your form. See if you can get the heels a little closer this time. And inhale up on your toes. Bend your knees. Looking towards your fingertips. Taking a little bit longer step. Walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan. Exhale. Swan all the way down. Inhale, flat back. And walk it out with the left foot this time. Slow and careful. And taking the right foot off the mat. Coming through the elbows. Touching down. Chin to the mat. Tops of the feet to the mat. Bhujangasana pose. Fingertips right outside the mat. Pressing. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hands next to the chest. Turn toes under. Press through knees once again. Maybe this is the last time we come through knees. We feel warmed up. Pressing to down dog. Again, straightening out those legs. We'll be here for just a moment. Find stillness. You can get your heels on the floor. Perhaps take your toes off the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up on the toes as you're looking towards your navel. Stretching your neck a bit. Bend your knees. Now look towards your fingertips. Lengthen your step. Top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And swan dive all the way to stand. Exhale, hands prayer position. Reaching up through the crown of the head. Exhale. Extend the fingertips by the thighs to Tadasana pose. In your mountain pose, roll shoulders back, open up the chest. Set your intention. Kind of thinking back to Tracy's meditation. Letting go of something not serving you. Set your intention and inhale the arms up. Exhale, 1. Inhale, flat back. Right foot this time. Stepping back carefully. Plant that foot. Runner's lunge for just a minute. Long, deep breath in runner's lunge. So you got your left knee right over left ankle. Press into the fingertips and taking that left foot off the mat. This time we won't go to the knees. Let's see if we can just push right through Chaturanga Dandasana. Elbows graze the ribs. Press to Urdhva Mukha. Open up the chest. Exhale, Adho Mukha Savasana. And breathe. Catching your breath. Inhale up on the toes. Bend the knees. Long step to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Swan dive all the way to stand. Exhale, hands prayer position. Now we'll move through some upward dog, down dog, and into a few standing warrior poses. Inhale the arms up. Sometimes I inhale the arms up and reach all the way up on my toes to check my balance. While I'm here, sometimes I'll take the fingertips up, reach a little taller, and then dive. Breathe. Inhale, flat back. Exhale with the left foot this time. pressing into the fingertips somewhat, and taking the right foot off the mat, coming through. Inhale up, exhale down. Excellent work. Walking the feet a little closer together now, maybe even touching. Inhale the right foot up, take it as high as it'll go, maybe even get on the tiptoes of the left foot, and pull the knee through carefully. As you move the knee through, maybe kiss it. All this core work. And plant the right foot next to right thumb, warrior one. Putting a lot of effort to straighten out the back leg. Maybe even heel toe the right foot close to the edge of the mat so you got a little more distance. Sinking in. Turn the tailbone under. Long, deep breath. A little turtle has come to watch me practice. What's going on, buddy? Exhale, swan. Take the hands down. Right foot to the back of the mat. Maybe you're feeling strong now. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up on the toes, bend the knees. Make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan dive up. Exhale, hands prayer position. You have to bear with me 1 second. I got to get a quick picture of this. Dadgummit. Sucker took off. Does not want to be photographed. Inhale, sweep the arms up.
The turtle took off?
Turtle took off, man. It was fine while I was moving. As soon as I reached down for my camera, it was out. Exhale. It was just literally sitting there on the edge watching me. Big old head, look like a snapping turtle. Exhale, fold. All the way out to plank. And we come through our elbows. Inhale up. Exhale down. Turtle said, no paparazzi. I will not be on your Facebook feed. Get out of here. I'm going to try that left foot now. So think about where your right foot placement is best for you. Mine is generally going to be toward the center right of the mat. I don't like going all the way to the center because when I get ready to set up for warrior two, then my legs are warrior one, then my legs are too close together. So I'm a little right of center. Inhale the left foot up. Sometimes I'll walk the hands in just a little bit so I can get that elevation. And springing up on those toes is really just about ankle work, ankle strength, and quad strength, and then pull that knee through. Slowly drop the left foot next to left thumb, and reaching up, turning that tailbone under. Feeling that groin. And so now I've got my right foot toward the outer corner of the mat, left foot a little left of center, and I got plenty of space to sink in. Reaching the arms up, turning the tailbone. And exhale as I start to turn down. Fingers touch the mat, back into runner's lunge. And now I'm going to press my hands to the mat, using my core to lift my left foot. And I'm going to keep my left foot up as I come through strong. Elbows graze the ribs. Up. Long, deep breath and down. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let me see. How wet am I about to get? See where this is going to go. Got a couple of electronics over here. I think we're good. All right, inhale up on the toes, bend the knees. We'll come into the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. I'm going to play with Utkatasana in a second. Inhale, swan and dive up. Exhale, hands prayer position, toes touching. With toes touching, inch between the heels. First thing, I like to sweep the arms under, like you're holding a beach ball. Open up the shoulder blades. And see if you can sink in or turn the tailbone under. Long, deep breath. Sink in a little deeper. Keep holding that beach ball. Sink in a little deeper. Keep holding that beach ball. Sink in a little deeper. And keep holding that beach ball as you turn that tailbone under. Now press the knees tight. And stand, bringing the beach ball all the way over your head. Exhale, hands swan dive around, prayer position. And we'll try that one more time. Heating it up. Beach ball. Spreading the shoulder blades. And sinking in. Now, starting to clamp those knees in a little earlier this time. Tighten up the knees. Turn the tailbone under and really just kind of give that lower back a chance to just release. Hands in prayer position. And left elbow outside right knee. Keep staring straight. We're not looking anywhere but straight. I want you to focus on the twist while looking straight. And back to neutral. Long, deep breath. Right elbow, left knee. Twist, still looking straight. It's all about keeping those hips stabilized. Both feet planted firmly into the mat. Turning that tailbone under, pressing those knees together. And back to neutral. Reach out and grab that beach ball again. Sink in a little lower. And press through your heels, reaching the ball all the way to the top of your head. And we're done with that. Swan dive the arms around. Back. Tadasana pose. Resting. Inhale the arms up. Toes touching. Ankles are inch or two apart. Exhale, Utkatasana. We're just going to be here for a second as we come through. And fold over the knees. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, extend the right foot. Carefully place it, runner's lunge. Press into the hands. Left foot's off the mat or left foot's touching, doesn't matter which. Coming through Chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Long, deep breath. Walk the feet a little closer in. Raise the right foot. And this time, move the hands in. We're going to open that knee to the side. Open the knee to the ceiling or the sky. Again, as you move the hands in, grip with the fingertips. Keep it wide. And start to open the knee and twist the hip. So you want to twist more so than just kind of throw the foot up. You want to force the foot to open by pressing the pelvic bone forward. Now exhale, move it back to neutral. And just plant the foot next to the left. We're going to do the other side now. Lifting the left foot. And we're just going to open, pressing the pelvic bone forward and twisting at the hips. Maybe take the knee a little higher by walking the hands in a bit. Excellent. Now, carefully rotate the hips back to neutral. Plant the left foot. Walk the hands out a little bit. Starting to heat up. Now, since you felt that, we're going to move through it. Right side and left side. Lifting the right heel. Open it up. And bringing it back through. Neutralize the hips. Plant right foot next to right thumb. Warrior 1. Warrior 2.
Something specific
Left
about
foot is
this
parallel with the back of the
town,
mat.
this location? Is it a rural
Elbow
problem?
under.
What happened?
Warrior
It's
2.
a rural problem. It's a place that's lost a lot of
Notice if you
population,
started to
and
rocking
so
in on
who are
that left
left
foot,
are
you can
retired
roll
and
it out.
older individuals who are living alone. It's also
Reverse
a place with a
warrior.
really challenging sort of
Fingertips reach
far-flung
tall
layout.
first.
The neighborhoods are at the
And
tops
then
of
we begin
mountains
to
that surround the sort
reach
of
back.
the valley where the pueblo, the central square is. They also lost about half of their doctors,
And keeping
some
the legs
primary
where they
care
are.
physicians that were in town.
Cartwheel the
And while
arms all the
Aguas
way
Buenas
around.
is not super far
And
from
inside
San
the
Juan
right
or
knee.
Bayamon, these urban
Using
centers
that
in Puerto
elbow to
Rico,
keep
it's
that knee
far
out.
enough where folks who
Left hand
depended
reaches
on
towards
bus.
the sky. See if you can get a little more bend. Sinking on down. And start to straighten that leg as you reach the hand over. Triangle pose. Now, if you have a block, great. If you need it, now's the time. Pull that sucker out. Notice I'm still trying to keep the rib open. So if I start to fall in, reach up, bicep right over the ear, and twist all the way until I'm here in pyramid pose. Feet are still kind of like warrior 1, maybe a little bit in between warrior 1 and warrior 2. Feeling the hamstring. Plant the left hand right inside the ankle, maybe a couple inches back. But you want shoulder over elbow over wrist. And you begin to take the elbow up first. Elbow up first as you twist. And then you reach up with the right hand. Trying to keep that left foot all the way planted the way it was in your warrior postures. And the right edge twisted all the way and turned down to the ground. Got this. And exhale. Drop the right hand back into pyramid pose. Turn the left toes down. Warrior 1. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I'm so sorry. I said warrior 1, runner's lunge. I think I heard myself. I couldn't figure out why that didn't sound right. Pressing into the mat, take the right foot off the mat. You feel comfortable doing a strong chaturanga coming through. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. And as it gets tougher, try to remind yourself I'm focused only on the 4 corners of this mat. Now I'm going to walk around so that I don't have to give you guys my butt. Left foot goes high. We're going to open just for a second. Twisting the knee toward the sky. And coming back through, neutralize the hips. Plant the left foot next to left thumb. Warrior 1. Again, outer edge of the right foot starts to roll out. So you sink in a little deeper. Swiveled hips forward. Reaching the hands up. And we got this. Maybe dip in a little lower. And we open the warrior 2. Time check. Roll the outer edge of that right foot out. Sink in a little deeper. And cartwheel. Just sort of lift the fingers first. Lift, lift, lift. Lift, lift, lift. And as you exhale, then start to tip it over to the back. Full extension first. You can look toward the sky if that feels good. You can look toward the foot if that feels better. Now start to tip the other way. Reaching the right hand up toward the sky. Sink in a little deeper into the hip. Now, if you have a block, great. If you don't, make do. Again, using that elbow to leverage that knee and just push it out as you twist. Reaching up with the outer edge of the body and begin to straighten the left leg as you fall into Trikonasana, left side. Again, these do not have to look like mine. Again, this particular posture is strongly dependent on how flexible that left hamstring is. And you don't have to look up at your hand either. You could simply look down at the floor for balance. And exhale as we twist. Just for a brief minute, pyramid pose. Left hand outside of the left foot, right hand inside. Now, preparing for that twist. So right hand right inside the left ankle, maybe a couple inches back. Still bone stacking, shoulder over elbow over wrist. Reaching up with that left elbow, but maybe you take that thumb and press into that hip first. You can get those hips point forward again, almost like warrior one. And then take that elbow up. Maybe elbow is up, hand is pressed against the pec muscle, and then you open it up. Reaching, twisting. Checking in with that back foot. Has it started to buckle, or are you still able to keep the outer edge on the mat? Reach. And slide into runner's lunge. Right toes down. Long, deep breath. Starts to feel like you're back into a relaxing posture. And press into the mat. Take the left foot off the mat. Maybe you're still prepared to go strong through Chaturanga Dandasana. Down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And breathe. Crown of the head reaches toward the mat. Maybe you're looking towards your navel, towards your knees, or towards your ankles. Maybe take the feet as wide as the mat. Walk the hands in a bit. See if you can grab with the left hand the calf or the knee, or even the ankle if you so choose. Just a little twist. Trying to keep the feet and the hips flat center on the mat the way they were. Just a little twist. This can feel good across your middle back. Stretching those muscles. Building some strength in the shoulder, the right shoulder. And release. Opposite side, if you're still comfortable with the twist and feel strong and confident. Pressing into that left hand. Flattening both feet. So both feet get an equal amount of weight distributed. And then twist. Long breath. And release. Walk the feet in. Slowly take them all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Maybe peace finger grip the big toes. And really press the big toes into the mat as you start to use that leverage to pull yourself closer to the floor. Chin goes toward the floor. Chin continues to move toward the floor. Releasing that lower back, and maybe the last thing you do, drop the crown of the head. And slowly release, slowly. Little bend in the knees. Walk the hands up the legs with ease. Stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Head is last. All right, top of your mat. Take a second for some balance poses before we head to the floor. And I kind of like this hip opening posture. So grip the mat, the left foot, and we'll see, can we hold the foot here for just a second. Activate the ankle, reaching up to the crown of the head. If you're comfortable, maybe bend that knee. Find yourself pressing that right knee out with that right elbow. Opening up that hip, feels pretty good. And if you're comfortable, maybe grab the big toe with the right fingertips. Stand right back up out of that. Find yourself here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fall out of it. All right, get back in it. Maybe you can play with your balance. Take the foot out a bit. Go to where you're comfortable. And release that. Open that hip as far as you can get it. And slowly, slowly, slowly. Take that foot all the way back to the floor. Nice. Shake it out. All right. Left hip opener. Right ankle activated above the knee. You can pull it up a little higher and get a little bit more opening of the knee. Reaching up tall to the crown of the head. And slowly, think on in. Left elbow, press and open that left knee. Got this. See if you could take a breath and then release that hip just a little bit more. And you turn that tailbone under, lift that hip, even release that hip just a little bit more. Peace finger grip the big toes. Maybe stand it all the way up. Reaching through the crown of the head, maybe this is it. Maybe you want to attempt to straighten. Go to where you're comfortable. Oh. Yeah, that's it. You slowly drop the foot. If you fall out, that's half the fun. All right, shaking that out. Let's find our way to the mat. Slow as you want to go. Rolling over. Touching down on the mat. Just gonna play for a second here. I'm gonna see if I'm strong enough to do a little crow pose. Okay, still got a little upper body strength. Rolling back to your butt. My shoulder's been tricky, but gave it some rest and that felt pretty good. Shake out the legs. Left ankle outside right knee. Activate the right ankle. Give ourselves a little twist. Reaching the right hand up. And exhale. Slowly uncoil, maybe twist. Counter twist the other side. And back to center. Bringing in the opposite knee. Activate the left ankle. See if we can get the other side. release. Little counter twist. I like to catch this leg with my knee, with my elbow, as I'm doing that twist. And gives me a little leverage for a little back pop. Yep, got it. And back to center. Perhaps grabbing the back of your calves. Got a lot of back work in today, so expect the back to be a little tired. And before we end this, I want to give you guys one more thing I think is kind of cool to try sometimes. So fold it all the way over to your belly. This is super awkward, but gives you a nice little back release as well. If you can take the knee as high as you can go and see if you can hold that pelvic bone close to the floor. Keep trying to push the pelvic bone closer to the floor, opening up that knee, opening up the groin. At some point, just kind of relax into it. And carefully coming out of that. Try the other side. Might even get a better feel of it if you come up on your elbows a bit. Keep trying to push that pelvic bone into the mat. So this is like the way to do it when you can't do both at the same time. I doubt many of us can do both at the same time. It's quite painful. All right, carefully coming out of that. You can find your way back onto your back as easy going as possible. And maybe pull the feet close enough so you can touch the heels. Feet firmly planted on the floor, lifting the hips. Maybe clasp the fingers underneath it. You're going to press into little back bend. And we'll just hold for a second. So as you're pressing into your heels, trying to bring the elbows as close together as possible. Shoulders under the mat. And this is all you need. You don't need to go into wheel. I mean, wheel is great if you can get your, press into your hands and lift all the way up, but this is all you really need. We'll hold for about 10 more seconds. To add a little dynamic muscle work to it, see if you can pull the heels back towards your shoulders a bit. Pull the heels back. You won't pull them much. You'll just feel the back of your legs heat up a bit. You won't even pull them at all, actually. Maybe your shoulders will start to slide down the mat a little bit. And release. Slowly, slowly, slowly. In the feet. Shake out the legs. And we'll call it a wrap. Any last second movements you got?
Thank you, Willis.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, get out of here. Promise to take kids to the movies.
What are y'all going to see?
Fish, I think.
Sounds like a win.
Enjoy.
Hey, y'all check out Rustin too, man. It's a decent family movie, I think.
You think? How old?
I'm sorry, I get confused. My kids are old, so my youngest is 20.
Yeah, mine is 8 and 4.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
happening?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't remember anything. I'm trying to think. Um, I don't remember seeing any scenes that I wouldn't imagine a 4-year-old.
You got some
I guess that
explaining to do.
there was some violence. You're right. There was some violence. I didn't like that scene where my man got hit with that billy club. That was a bit shocking. But they
Yeah.
didn't show it, but it did. It did. It was kind of painful to watch. Other than that, I'm trying to think. I mean, even the sex scenes were, I thought, intimate, and they didn't really show much that you'd have to explain to a kid. Unless you know what, watch that movie yourself. I don't have I
Yeah.
don't have, I don't have ability at this point. When your kids get older, you really don't see movies the same way.
At 4, you got some explaining to do.
Okay, all
Thank
right.
you, brother. Good to see you, Brooklyn.
Good to see you
All right.
too.
Have a good one. Thank you
Well,
again.
man, I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna roll out of this brick, and I'm gonna sit straight on up. And I'm thinking about taking a run by that. I know you said it's closed today. I just want to see the because
No.
we are in La Quinta, so we're really close.
Yeah, it's probably open today. I don't know if it's open for sure, but you can definitely go by. It's pink. You can't miss it. There's a giant pink wall
I've seen
around
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
think it's
just
a little.
spin by and see the landscape. But it sounds like it could be a lot of fun. And between me and you, I'm gonna try to do this in a way that
Better.
we come home with some memorable moments. I got my wife working on a couple of things, and I'm even considering call this brother to do like I wouldn't mind having a couple of hoodies or some Broganda merch just for the guys that take a chance on coming out to this, just so we have something to bond with. A hoodie or a T-shirt or a Scully or something. I think it'd be fun.
You
So
thinking
yeah,
Airbnbs or hotels, or what are you thinking about in terms of accommodations?
I hadn't figured that piece out yet. I told everybody to hold until we heard back from you. But I have obviously, I've got an option with my in-laws here, and then I
Yeah.
know of a couple of Airbnbs I like, and I do
Yeah.
think, and I even am on this home exchange network where I think I might be able to secure a large house. It wouldn't be as nice as this, but I could probably secure a large house for a couple of brothers who want to save a couple of bucks. So I'm gonna start working on that next week.
Okay. Cool.
But even if it's a small group of us, I think that it could be the jump off to something greater over time.
Yeah.
And I think guys really want it. I think they really want it. I think you just have to do one, figure out the feasibility and the economics and how you can make it approachable. And then I think we'll fool around and have a little cadre of fellas showing up wherever we want.
Yeah. We should. So I've been talking to Kevin Frazier about a travel thing that he's doing. So it may be interesting to intersect that as well.
Now, who is Kevin Frazier?
He's a Hampton brother who was the host of Entertainment Tonight.
Okay. Hey, I want you to see my little. I have a new. My brother-in-law had a baby. I want you to see. I have my first niece. No, I take that back. It's my third niece. My wife says I forget my family. So this is my third niece. Look at this little joker.
Oh, look, start your camera again. You're sort of frozen for me.
Oh,
Just
when
turn
did
it
it?
off and on.
When did it freeze? Long time ago.
You sat up.
Let's see if it'll go again.
There you go.
What about now?
Got nothing now.
Interesting. Well, I just changed cameras. What about this camera? How about that?
Nope.
Well, that's interesting.
Unpin, maybe.
Oh man, gotta see my little girl here.
There it is. There it is. I
Yeah.
got it now. Hi there.
Look at this little joker.
Hey, hello.
Look at
Hi.
this. She's a future Spellmanite.
Yay.
All right, man. Well, look, yeah, so my wife and I, we've been thinking a lot about this for a long time. So this is the first time we're like really thinking, okay, now is the time to do something that could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so I'd love to get your ideas. And yeah, you cross with your guy because what I want to do, the Tracy and I've also been talking about doing a few interviews for this experience over the last couple of years and like what brothers have taken away from it. And like 15, a little 15